Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and we are continuing the hybrid train with some Gishki Lightsworns this time around. Now this is just a really fun deck. I wanted to play Gishkis and I was like, you know what, you could definitely plus a lot if you are able to mill your Gishki monsters alongside your ritual spells, because then you can just keep shuffling the ritual spell back to add the ritual monster to your hand. So you get to gain some card advantage that way. I didn't want to use Spell Specialist. I want to go away from it until we know what the nerf is going to be like. So this time I am using Show of Nightmares. Basically, if you have 3 spells with different names, you randomly add one of them back to your hand. We're running 4 spells. But in reality, all the spells are good. Ideally, you want to add either Salvage or Charge of the Light Brigade. But if you happen to add a Ritual or a Solar Recharge, those are still really good spells. And at worst, you're just plussing off of a skill to maybe discard for Lumina or you know, whatever else you need to do. For the Lightsworn engine, pretty much this is what I'm going for every time I'm doing a hybrid deck nowadays, is 3 Charge, 3 Lumina, 3 Raiden, and double Solar Recharge alongside 1 Wolf, which just absolutely loved me. He was in my hand as a 1 in 30, like half the duels, if not more. But I still love him. Even if you happen to have him in your hand and he's a quote-unquote dead card, you can still use it for discard with Lumina. You can still use it for Solar Recharge. You can even use it for a Ritual Summon if needed, since he is level 4 alongside any other level 4 for your level 8 Gishki. But the monsters I'm running double Soul Ogre and double Mind August. I really wanted to use the Mind August because since we're in a meta, or not necessarily a meta, but a lot of people are playing graveyard reliant decks, you can use Mind August to send the resources back to their deck. If you have a Kaiba that might be in the way of your lethal, you send them back. If you're going up against Superheavy Samurais, you send their gloves back. If not, if you need to recycle your own cards, you can always do that. Cards I like to recycle are Salvage, Wolf, just so I can mill him again, and obviously Gishki Shadow. Gishki Shadow, MVP of the deck. You can send him from your hand to the graveyard to grab a ritual spell, and he is your entire tribute for any of the monsters. That makes it very convenient, especially for Mind August, because we don't run any level 2s. So the only way we can summon Mind August is by tributing another copy of itself or using the Gishki Shadow. Thanks to Salvage, we can reuse Gishki Shadow as much as we need to, you know, because even if we mill this, we have Show of Nightmares to hopefully get it back. When you have multiple of these, you can just go absolutely nuts on the board. Double Gishki Aerial, so I would have a way to search my Gishki Shadow or my Gishki monsters. 1 Gishki Beast, just because I needed something else that was under 1500 attack to pair with Salvage. And he's a good card. You can special summon a Gishki monster from your graveyard, level 4 or lower Gishki monster from your graveyard. You can use it to set up a wall, but mainly it's just I needed another monster that was you know, 1500 or less. I guess I could have go triple aerial looking at it right now. Double Kaiba so we can survive, and yeah, pretty much I've covered everything else. So your Aqua Mirror, you need to tribute the exact number, the exact level that as you're summoning, which used to be restricted, but thanks to Gishki Shadow, it's really not a problem at all. You can use as many of them as you want. You can also shuffle it to the deck by grabbing a ritual monster from your graveyard back to your hand as many times as you want. So if you keep milling this, as long as you have ritual monsters, you can just keep sending it back, adding those monsters to your hand. And then same thing, you can use them to discard for Ogre, because if you discard with Ogre, you get to send a card back, face-up card back into the deck, or you can use it to discard with Lumina. Extra deck is just a level 7 engine. We have Samurai Destroyer, Zeta, Lady Every, Black Rose Dragon, my boy Michael, and then the 1 lone Scrap Dragon, just because I do have the option to go into level 8 since we're running a ton of level 4s, and alongside my boy Raiden. Yeah, but Show of Nightmares, let's go ahead and show you guys some replays. Now some of these replays are pretty long, since the deck does have a lot of plays. A lot of different things you can do, so it can get a little bit convoluted. I don't want to pause it too much, otherwise the video is going to be pretty long, so hopefully you're able to follow along. But here we have the mirror match, quote unquote. We're both playing Lightsworns. He's going with Spell Specialist, which is going to be nerfed. And I was using Gishki marker, because if you summon this, you can target any Gishki ritual monster or Gishki ritual spell added to your hand. But you're already doing that with the Aqua Mirror, and you have Gishki Shadow, so I ended up cutting him because he's over 1500, so I can't use salvage. As soon as I said I wasn't going to pause, like, I immediately paused. But that's just for the people that are like, hey, that's not in the deck. He got cut. Alright, so he's going to go Lumina into Raiden, Raiden Mill 2, special summon a Lady Every. Really good. And let's win. We're gonna go charge, get Lumina. We don't have a Lightsworn in the graveyard yet. Now we have a Raiden in the graveyard. So we're gonna go ahead and send the Aqua Mirror to summon Raiden. Raiden Mill 2, activate Show of Nightmares. We're going to add a Solar Recharge, which is pretty clutch. And before we do anything, I want to put that ritual back in the deck, just in case we draw them, you know. And if not, we can always mill them again. But look at that, 2 pluses off of the mills. Aqua Mirror is going to use Shadow to special summon Ogre. Ogre is going to allow me to shuffle that Lady Every back into the extra deck. We're going to activate Aqua Mirror again, get the Mind August to the hand, Synchro into Michael. Michael banish Wolf, and we're gonna look at his extra deck, at his graveyard right here. He didn't really have anything threatening. Otherwise, I would have, you know, tried to go into Mind August, shuffle anything that was a threat back. But yeah, as you can see, that kind of took a long time. But that's how this deck is, man. I love decks that are not necessarily a one-trick pony. You know, you still have your win cons, but your plays are going to become whatever the duel dictates, you know. I feel like Dark Magician is always doing the same thing. They want to set up navigation and circle. Okay, spellbooks, they want to set up a fate. No matter what situation, that's all they're trying to do. With decks like this, you know, you have to adjust, adapt to whatever the situation you're facing is, which I really enjoy. Here we're just gonna pass because we have a Kydroid and our hand is not great. So we pick up a Gishki chain. He's gonna use Vash. Vash destroys his Treacherous. I don't know if I agree with that, but you know, you do you, fam. Banish a Dragon Dark to search and also shuffle with Dragon Hawk. Alright, he's gonna get a Dragon Duo. Very nice. Prismatic, mind you. Roar is going to add the Hawk back. He can't special summon because he already used it. So he's gonna crash his Vash and hit me for 17. Alright, time to go for Solar Recharge. Gishki Shadow, add Aqua Mirror. Salvage, add Gishki Aerial and Gishki Shadow. We're gonna go Raiden, Mill 2, special summon with Beast, go into Scrap Dragon. We're going to use Aqua Mirror, use the Gishki Shadow to summon or Soul Ogre. And now that there's 3 spells, we're gonna use Show of Nightmares. We pick up the Salvage again. Ogre send the Ritual Monster so we can shuffle that Lupine back into the deck. Ritual, add the August back to the hand. Salvage, add 2 Shadows so I can search another Ritual and summon my Mind August. And you might think this is BM, this is overkill, but what if he had a Kaiba? What if he had a Kydroid in the graveyard? These are plays that you might legitimately have to make. And thanks to the Mind August, like I said, if there was a Kydroid, if there was anything in the graveyard that was threatening, we're gonna shuffle it all back. He also already showed a Vash, so if he has a Vash in hand, we still OTK through that. Turns out he didn't have anything, so shoutouts to him for not scooping and letting me do all my plays. And yeah, we get the win. And on top of that, we still had a Kydroid in hand to survive whatever he wanted to do. Next up, we have a Mako. Man, I am trying to stay energetic because I just finished streaming like 3.5 hours. So I'm pretty tired, my voice is kind of gone. But we only have 3 more replays, so let's go. This was an interesting Gradle sort of deck. Gradle Mermail deck. It's gonna set 2 and pass. We milled 3 spells, so immediately we're gonna activate Show of Nightmares. We get this ritual spell, which is not ideal, but that's fine. At least we have a Kaiba now in the graveyard, so we're probably not gonna die here. Alright, he's gonna use Abyss Fear to summon a Abyss Spike. Go into Dolphin. Summon the Slime Junior. The Gradle Slime or whatever. Special summon another Gradle Slime. Go into Gradle Dragon. Dragon can destroy up to the number of water monsters that were used to special summon him, so you can destroy my Raiden. But once again, we have Kaiba, so we survive. And this was tricky. Gradle, when he gets destroyed, where is it? If this card is destroyed by battle by card effects sent to the graveyard, you can target one other water monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. So my dilemma was, I'm going to nuke the board with Black Rose. He's going to summon the Gradle Slime, and then the slime, when I destroy it, it's going to summon a water monster from the graveyard. Is it graveyard? When card destroyed by and sent to the graveyard, yeah, special summon one Gradle monster from your deck. Oh, never mind, it's from the deck, so I worried over nothing. So anyway, we're gonna go for the Black Rose and then go from there after we get some nice meals here. Aqua Mirror is going to add the Mind August back to the hand. And this is what I'm talking about when you're going up against a deck that uses the graveyard as a resource. We're gonna Black Rose. Now he actually brings back the Dolphin. So as you know, Dolphin, when he gets destroyed, if you banish a water monster, you just bring him right back however many times you need to. Well, what if he didn't have any water monsters? We're going to activate Salvage, add double Gishki Shadow again. Ritual Summon using the Gishki Shadow. Mind August is going to send all the water monsters in his graveyard back into the deck. And my Black Rose for good measure. We destroyed his Dolphin. Dolphin doesn't come back. He top decks a Abyss Megalo. However, it's not going to be big enough to get over me or anything like that. So we actually get a scoop off of the guy, but I felt like it showed the Mind August not win con, but you know how you can play around your opponent's graveyard using the Mind August. All right, 2 more. This is a Kaiba. Alright, so we're going to set. It's gonna go Solar Recharge. This is actually a pretty cool deck, not gonna lie. Lumina special summon Raiden Mill. He goes for Fortune Lady Every. Now he's going to tribute Fortune Lady Every to summon a Blue Eyes. Very good. Glow of Bolt goes into Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Very, very good. Attacks into my Gishki. I'm going to search a Gishki Shadow. Alright, we'll pick up Raiden, mill 2. Gishki Shadow, add the Aqua Mirror. Salvage, add 2 Gishki Shadows back to my hand. Alright, now we can go for the Aqua Mirror. And once again, we're going to play around our opponent's graveyard. So the first thing I'm going to do with my Mind August is shuffle back that Lady Every and everything else he might find useful. Force the Asherize to come out. Alright, he activates Beatdown. Very interesting. Destroys my Mind August. Raiden, mill 2. Aqua Mirror to add my August right back. Now I can activate my Show of Nightmares. We pick up a Solar Recharge, so that lovely wolf is now live. And then my opponent's scoop. because I was gonna be able to ritual summon. I couldn't really target his monster yet, although it was in attack position at 2500, very easy to get over. And yeah, he just scooped. A little too soon. We had more plays to make, but you know, we take those. Alright, and then last duel. We're going up against Superheavy Samurais. So here we're going to mill 3, activate recharge. We mill a wolf, which is really good. Now we can summon Raiden, mill 2 more, Gishki Shadow, add a Gishki Aqua Mirror, activate salvage, add 2 shadows back, go for a show of nightmares. We get the salvage back, thank you so much. Scrap Dragon. We're gonna pop one of the Aqua Mirrors, and here's when I see we're going up against Super Heavies. So Super Heavies are definitely tricky. You don't want to play into their gloves if you can help it. So instead of trying to attack, I'm just gonna sit on these 2 monsters. I have a Kydroid in the graveyard, so if he tries to attack directly twice, at least I'll be able to survive a turn. That's basically my thought process right here. I'm really hoping that I'm gonna be able to mill or draw into my Mind August before I can try to go for lethal, you know. Alright, Super Heavy Samurai, Swordmaster. Giga Gloves activates again. So now my guy has double Giga Gloves and a Flutist. So his graveyard is set up pretty much. It's gonna add a wall, destroy my Ogre. We're gonna activate Charge the Light Brigade. I'm hoping I can mill the Mind August. Unfortunately, I don't. And probably I shouldn't be shuffling my my ritual spells back, but I wanted to add that monster so I could go into my Raiden, mill some more. We're still trying to get to that Mind August. I realize I don't have the play, so I can't try to go for lethal. So we're just gonna sit on Lady Every. Scrap Dragon, destroy the wall so he can't get over my lady. Goes for the direct attack. We're gonna take it. Keep the Kydroid for a rainy day. Every's gonna banish. Shadow, add an Aqua Mirror. Activate Salvage to add Shadow again. And then I'm going to just thin the deck because I really need to get to that Mind August before he's able to attack directly. So he passes, feeling pretty safe with both of his gloves in here. Now he goes for a play. He's gonna use Flutist. Summon Wagon. Wagon search for Soul Peacemaker. But I wasn't sure if he was auto tuners or what this play was, because he just summons the level 5. Soul Piercer. Oh, there's the tuner. But he chooses not to go for the level 7, oddly enough. And now it's time for us to win this game. We're gonna banish. Ariel is going to search Mind August, which I top decked anyway. Mirror, use the August to summon another one. And we are going to target both gloves, both flutists, and one of my cards for good measure. One salvage because it's super clutch. He knows he can't stop my onslaught anymore, and we get the surrender. But yeah, super fun deck, very explosive with the right hand, but it definitely has, you know, you have your survivability. You can go into Lady Every, you can go into any of your level 7s until you have your ritual engine going. You have the Kydroids, you have Show of Nightmares to add, you know, explosiveness. Getting the salvage back is just insane. I want to try probably a 20 card Gishki with triple salvage, because recycling Gishki Shadow, it's nuts. It's truly amazing. But I like playing hybrids. I like combining decks, and this one was definitely very fun to use. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and until next time.